Okay, so today we're going to have a look at painting our stalks and our stems and the leaves. So I've got my white and I've got my green, and I'm going to start just with the green as it is. Dip in. Remember what we talked about yesterday about holding our brush like our pencil and being able to move our piece of paper about is very important. You might find it easier if you turn it on your side. You can see I move it the whole time. I'm just doing that little top section. Remember our straw, the bendy bit. And then I'm going to think about where else the green is going to go. And you can still do this if you're using your crayons or your felt pens, and you can get a dark green crayon or a light green crayon and you can mix it up. The thing about this paint that I'm using today is when I'm putting it on, it actually goes on darker in places and lighter in others. Gives a nice effect. I'm trying to get my brush to just go in the same direction. I'm not being too rough with it, and it's not too dry. This is not a dry brush. Again, I'm looking where else I could have the dark green. Not putting too much on my brush so I don't spill like I did yesterday. And going up here, I'm going to do this big stalk. Very careful. Take it all the way down. All the way down. End. It's a very careful hand. Keep controlling your brush. I'm going to find that tricky just to go round. Hardly get any paint on there. Very delicate. That's why it's a good idea to let it dry, to have your days in between. I'm going to turn it this way so that it's easier to paint. And try again, as much as possible, to have the paint going in the same direction. I know it's not always possible. And don't worry if you go out of the lines, that's okay. Only you know what the lines are. Where else? I've got some dark. I'm trying to space it out across the piece of paper. It's very important at this stage that you don't start to rush because you think, oh, I'm nearly finished. And you start to add in too much. You can all be tempted to do that. We want to keep going because we love painting. I'm going to go up to that line. See the little line there, like the bend in the straw. Because I'm going to paint that with the paler colour. Make sure I've not missed anything. Don't worry. Go over the yellow like I did. I'm just going to tidy that up a little bit. Okay, so now I'm happy with all the dark is. I'm going to rinse my brush. I'm going to give it a really, really good clean. Check on your tissue. Really good clean. And then when it's really clean, I'm going to my white. Put my white, start with my pale colour. And it's good to just use a paper plate or even a paper towel. You can throw it away, or you could have, you've got an old kitchen plate. That's what I use at home. An old kitchen plate to mix my colours on. And again, make sure it's clean. And you can just choose, you might decide that you're going to, well, I quite like that pale one. I might use that for a little bit. Make sure I've got enough. Nice point. I'm going to use it here. Try to paint it near the area that's already dried. Then, I like the contrast. I'm going to do this big one here. You just take your time because it can be quite wobbly when you've got a big bit to paint up. Back over that, tidy it up a little bit. Looking nice, and now I might just have this little top bit here. There we go. Now I'm going to rinse my brush again. I'm going to make another green colour, put it into there, darken it up a little bit. So I made another green. You can keep going. Okay, so up here, I'm looking now for all the little spaces. Turning again. And then this last piece here, let's go very carefully because it's in behind. And there we go. And now, I just looking back and making sure I've got no spaces that I've missed. I want to tidy up anything. When I've finished the green, I'm going to rinse my brush. I'm going to lay it down. Now you might decide that you are going to add in a sky. You could do that. You could add in a sky if you wanted, or another colour behind. I'm going to leave mine as white, but you could add something else if you wanted to.